Ow! Who doesn't love Kiss? Who doesn't love Kiss? Come on. I mean, you're crazy. You're insane. Just as far as like a band that just entertains. And these guys just, they know what they're doing. They know how to do it. And they get it done. Ow! Just kidding. I love Kiss. And you know, I didn't get into Kiss until I was quite a bit older. My children, my oldest child actually, and my husband completely adores them, loves them. Just know all the songs, all the words. Went to the concert. It's like they blew my mind. So what's up, y'all? Sweet Fit Tea checking in on Thursday. So yeah, Thursday. Just so everyone knows, my arms are like my worst. You know, everybody hates that one body part. For me, it's my guns. They're always the biggest thing on my body besides my butt. But when I get heavy, that's where I gain it, is in the arms. So, yeah. So I'm feeling, I guess I'm feeling a little frisky today. I got a dress on that typically doesn't fit me. But you know, you go shopping in your closet every now and again. That's what happened today. So, wearing the dress, doesn't have any sleeves. So yeah, so I'm wearing that to work today. You know, you just, at one point, you're just, who cares? I don't care. You know, as long as I'm not dripping sweat on people's heads, flapping in the wind, I don't give a fuck. So there was a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about today. One of the things was someone was mentioned gastric bypass, and you know what our thoughts on it were. And I can never leave a comment because it's just way too long. So my thought on that is because at one point in my life I considered gastric bypass, and I just, you know, I thought that was going to be the only way, you know, and what I found was that you typically have to lose 50 pounds prior to getting your surgery. And once you do have your surgery, if you have no complications of surgery or you know, sutures breaking, you know, anything like that, losing weight at a very fast pace will also mess up your, like, give you gallstones. So a lot of people have to go back in and get a gallbladder removal. That's very common. But also the fact that you are going to be on a liquid diet for the first couple of months after surgery. Like, you're not going to be able to just eat solid food right away. It takes a long time. There's a girl, her name is Morgan. Her channel is Morgan Losing. She's really young, but she had gastric bypass. I think she was almost 300 or just around 300. She has had skin surgery and all this and that. In her total journey, she had lost about 120 pounds. Now, we're talking somebody very young, okay? And here she is. She hired it's been a few years now. She's hired a trainer. She's having to completely reset her metabolism because she was on a liquid diet for so long and on very low calorie that eventually she quit losing weight. So she's at around like 200 pounds right now, and her goal is obviously to get like to 150, 160, I think. Look her up. Her story is very interesting. But you know, my whole thing is like going into all of that and doing all of that. Your stomach gets surgery to make it smaller, but your brain doesn't get any surgery. Your brain wants what it wants. Even though your stomach might be the size of an egg or the size of a grapefruit or whatever, that's all that your stomach can take. But that doesn't mean that's all that your brain wants. So I feel like if you're going to struggle and you're going to go through all of that crap anyways, you're going to have to lose 50 pounds prior to having surgery. You're going to end up being on a liquid diet. And the only thing that's going to keep you from eating food is the fact that you get sick and you feel like crap if you eat. By all means, I mean, you know, I just feel like 2 years later, you could be in the same situation without the surgery. You're still going to have to work out and eat right. Look at Carney Wilson. She's 300 pounds again. She had that surgery twice, I think. Like something, but she's no longer a spokesperson for gastric bypass. It's very hard. It's not the easy way out by all means. Now, there's one thing that I did in my life that really stopped me in my tracks and changed my mind. Was HCG. HCG directly affects the hypothalamus. Did I say that right? The hypothalamus? And what that is that basically is the hormone, the sensor that's sent when you put food in your mouth. Your brain will send hormones directly to your stomach saying, okay, food's coming, so let's shut off that hunger. Let's turn it off because we're going to be receiving food now. Those of us that are all in this situation, those of us that are addicted to food, those of us that are overweight, those of us that go up and down, up and down, up and down, basically we don't have that. Ours is broken. It doesn't like to work. So the first time I did HCG, I was trying to get under 200 pounds. I was just fighting to try to get under, or I don't really remember what weight I was, maybe 190, I don't remember, but I was just fighting to get under, And HCG turned off that hunger. I wasn't even hungry. On HCG, I had never felt like that ever in my entire life. To not think of food, to not want food, to not be planning out my food. I mean, the only thing that I can explain is that it directly affected my hypothalamus, and it really just stopped me in my tracks. It allowed me to realize the feeling of not being hungry. So I think if you do get gastric bypass, you should pair that with the HCG while you're in your recovery, because that will help to keep your mind off of food. And it wasn't magic. I mean, yeah, I did, as I did HCG and as the weeks went on and on, you want cravings, you want things like that. But you just got to know your body, and you learn like when you're hungry, you learn, that, okay, this is the feeling of hunger. This is what I'm looking for. I can eat now because I'm hungry. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I just feel like, it's a lot of effort to get gastric bypass, but so is losing weight. It's really hard. You just have to pick and choose your heart, because even after you lose lose 120 pounds, 150 pounds, guess what? Now you have body dysmorphia. Now your underwear are falling off of you, but you refuse to buy a smaller size because you don't see that you are no longer 300 pounds. You know, and that's just a whole nother freaking bag of issues for everybody out there. You know, I was watching Kimmy Tisme, I think that's her channel, and she was stating that, you know, she was talking about self-sabotage and, you know, why do we do these things to ourselves. And one of the things that I found out about that, and I talk about this all the time, is sometimes the self-sabotage is just years and years of telling yourself that you're not going to do something, that you're going to do something and then you don't ever do it. Like I was saying, it's this little thing inside our brains that if you say, I'm going to get up and go for a walk tomorrow, and then your alarm rings and you're contemplating on going for that walk, your brain knows that you're not going to go on that fucking walk. So your brain's like, no, you're not. Because you tell yourself that. You don't keep a promise to yourself. But if you decide to keep that promise to yourself, and you wake up the next day and you go walk, and then you say, that felt really good, I think I'm going to do that again tomorrow, and you do that again tomorrow, you will train your brain to listen to you, to do what you want. So I encourage everyone to start to keep promises to yourself. You know, we, like I always say, are the most important person, you know, in our world, because without us, I mean, our families will fall apart. No, mine would. Anyway, so I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I'm not an expert, but I have lost weight. And I also get what she was saying, that like she feels like she had lost weight, so she kind of got a taste of the other side. And that's what I mean. Like, it's never enough. Like, you will lose 50 pounds, but it's never enough. You're always looking for more. So anyways, you ladies have a great day. Ciao.